So what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Davey, and I'm back with another NBA 2K20 My League rebuild, man. We're here today with the Utah Jazz, if you guys can't tell. And the Utah Jazz right now currently the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Since it's been a minute since I've done a Western Conference team in a rebuild. But yeah, there's a lot of news around this team. The league, like I said before in the last video, is officially back. These guys are probably going to lock up either the 4th or 5th seed. So, I mean, I think Utah definitely isn't in need of a rebuild at this point in time, but we'll have to just wait and see what happens. But before we get into the rest of the video, man, make sure to leave a like on this video, hit the subscribe button and that noti bell to stay informed on my latest video. Go follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you want to stay up to date to my other stuff that I've been doing. Call of Duty, any other games, all on Twitch, and I tweet pretty often, so make sure you go ahead and do that. But yeah, like I was saying before, this Jazz team, nothing too crazy, but they are definitely a Western Conference contender. They have Bogdanovich, who recently just was, I think he's officially out for the rest of the year with a wrist surgery, so they're not going to have him for the playoffs this year. And they also have Jordan Clarkson, who's one of their main free agents heading into this summer. Pretty much a 6-man scorer for this team at the moment. He wasn't really doing good early on in his career with the Lakers, but now that he's in Utah, I think he's finding his way with this squad, and they definitely want to bring him back just to have shooting or scoring off the bench. This is not realistic at all. I doubt this is going to happen, but the Celtics, you know, for sure, one of those guys in the East that can definitely come through and make the finals, but I don't see OKC sweeping the Lakers. Gordon Hayward is a finals MVP? That's sad, bro. So since we are a 3rd team, we did not get a high draft pick, obviously, but we do have the 25th pick. At least we have a 1st round draft pick this year. All right, so it's draft night. Like I said earlier, we do have the 25th pick. We're not going to use it, but we are going to make a move here for Kendrick Nunn. Now, like I was saying earlier, Mike Conley had a pretty disappointing season with these guys in his first year, averaging 13 and 4 assists as a starter, and he's only getting older, and that $34 million contract is not one that I want to keep. So Kendrick Nunn, one of the breakout rookies last season with Miami, averaged 15 points a game and 3 assists, and I believe he should be, oh, he's not even on a rookie deal. Okay, oh yeah, he was undrafted, right, but he's still a lot cheaper. We're gonna save him around $34 million. So yeah, we're gonna do this trade for Kendrick Nunn. And then with our 25th pick, we went ahead and drafted Maker out of Arizona, 7-foot center. Hopefully Rudy Gobert takes him under his wing. Alright, so it's day 1 of free agency. Like I was saying before, we traded Mike Conley for Kendrick Nunn. That's going to be our backup. But right now, I think Freddie VanVleet might be the guy to start for this team. Now, he's getting a lot of offers. 4-year deal from the Raptors that he might take for 37 mil. And then also Jordan Clarkson, we sure want to bring him back. He's getting 2 offers at the moment. So these are our 2 guys we want to target right now. So after making our offers here, we got Brandon Ingram and Freddie VanVleet. Now, Ingram is another player I did not expect to go for, but he was there and we had the money. We offered him a 3-year deal worth 73 mil with the player option. Now, all right, so the final day here of the moratorium, and it looks like we're going to get Freddie VanVleet for sure. Ingram may get matched, so I'm not expecting much. So that's why I went ahead and offered Jabari Parker a 3-year deal. And it's good to see that he's going to accept, but I want to make sure I get Ingram. We also tried to offer Marcus Morris, but he accepted another offer. So we're going to decline Jabari just in case. And if Ingram doesn't sign, we'll go after Jabari Parker. I think that's going to be it. So let's see. As Marcus Morris to the Suns. Did we just get him? Bro, they didn't match. Oh, let's freaking go. We got everything pretty much off of our list now. We got our point guard in Freddie VanVleet. We got a new small forward. I didn't expect to get Brandon Ingram out of it. And now look who's back. The brother is back on the block, and he's getting 4 offers right now. We're going to go ahead and offer him again. Hopefully he signs this time. Alright, so we were able to swindle this guy a deal here. He wanted a lot more money than I wanted to give him, but he got it. We give him a 2-year deal worth 13 mil. So Bogdan, your brother, is here waiting for you. And I think that's going to be it for the free agency. We got Freddie VanVleet, Kendrick Nunn, added Bogdan, and we got Brandon Ingram, bro. This team may be a lock. Alright, so this is going to be our lineup heading into our first official rebuild year, man. We got Freddie VanVleet, Donovan Mitchell, Brandon Ingram, Bojan Bogdanovich, Rudy Gobert, Bogdanovich, Tony Bradley, Kendrick Nunn, Joe Ingles, and Austin Rivers. All right, so this season we're doing really freaking good, man. We're the #1 seed in the Western Conference at trade deadline, and the only reason I'm stopping is just to acknowledge my team real quick, man. We're the #1 seed above the Clippers just by 1 game. I'm really liking this. Now, the only thing I want to do with this squad right now is go ahead and re-sign 2 guys, but unfortunately, Donovan Mitchell does not. Well, he's going to test free agency. It's not like he doesn't want to come back. Rudy Gobert, fortunately, wants to re-sign. So I think we'll give him whatever he wants here. He's got an A+ potential. So we'll go ahead and give him this 4-year deal worth 99.9 mil. We're not going to give him the 100 mil mark just quite yet, but we'll give him this. I'm sure he'll accept, as he does. So at the end of the season, we already know Giannis is your MVP. LaMelo Ball wins Rookie of the Year in New York. Dennis Schroeder, 6th man. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player. Kristaps with Most Improved, averaging 30 and 12. Holy crap. And then Brett Brown with Coach of the Year. So of course here Rudy Gobert makes all defensive first team. No surprise there. He is the Stifle Tower after all. He averaged 11 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks. So this guy's been doing, man, he's just been dominant. So before we get into the playoffs, let's go ahead and take a look at our player stats for the season, as Donovan Mitchell carried us 20 points a game, 24 points a game, I mean, with 2 assists. You need to get those numbers up for sure. Those assist numbers are pretty low. I know he's a 2 guard, but you know, he's a smaller 2 guard anyways. Ingram comes in this season with 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists as well. So definitely a great pickup for us that season. And then Bogdan Bogdanovic off the bench averaged 13 points a game. So this year we are a 2 seed. Unfortunately, we lost that first seed to the Clippers, but we are facing the Lakers here in round 1. Let's see what they're looking like. They did end up picking up Reggie Jackson. They're starting Caruso, LeBron James, of course, in AD. LeBron and Jordan Bell as their center. And yeah, Kuzma off the bench, Alex Len. LeBron and AD alone may be enough to beat us, but let's see how we do in round 1. Bro, oh please. Like, we did pretty solid last season. I hope we can at least duplicate that or do a little bit better, as 2-2, it's a tough series right now. 3-2, and oh, we lose to the Lakers in 6 games, bro. That's tough. Alright, so let's see here. It's going to be the Nets and Clippers here in the NBA Finals, as let's see if KD and Kyrie. Oh, this is a big battle, bro. The Clippers come out with the championship, as Kawhi Leonard is again your Finals MVP, 34 points a game. So this year we had 2 draft picks. We had Roku Perkasin out of Croatia as our power forward, and then we brought in AJ Lawson as well. Fortunately, we're only going to bring him back just because I don't really care about this guy, to be honest. He probably might not even start. He's just youth for us to develop. So this offseason is pretty big for our team, man. The only thing I'm concerned about is bringing back Donovan Mitchell. Now, we're going to send him a qualifying offer, but I'm sure we're going to go ahead and give this guy the Supermax, or at least close to it. He's averaging 24 a game, and he's been pretty dominant from the day he started. So Donovan Mitchell for sure, we're going to bring him back. This may not be the most financially smart thing to do for the squad, but we are going to go ahead, give Donovan Mitchell this 5-year deal, 158 mil. He's getting a lot of offers right now, and I'm sure 2K will find a way for him to accept a 1-year deal. So we're going to offer him that, as wow, he's about to accept an offer from the Pistons. Okay, so 3-year deal, 91 mil. I guess we're not going to sign him for the 5-year Supermax. That's kind of weird that I can't just, like, what the hell? Alright, so since we locked in Donovan Mitchell to that long-term deal, we're going to go ahead and do one more move here. We're going to trade Joe Ingles for a top 10 protected pick to Atlanta for 2022. Now, Joe Ingles, sharpshooter for sure. He's a great shooter, but he is falling off. 3 points a game, and I don't need this guy to back up Brandon Ingram right now with 3 points a game. So he's 33, 1-year deal left on his contract with 14 mil. So we're going to do this trade for a pick, and hopefully we can pick up a new backup small forward right now. So far in free agency, we've signed Donovan Mitchell to a 3-year deal, and now we still have some money. We need a backup point and a backup small forward at the moment, so we got a couple options here. OG Anunoby and Devontae Graham are our 2 targets, but they're both restricted free agents, so I don't know if they're going to sign or if they're going to get matched. The Hornets may match that deal, so he might come through. And OG seems like he, bro, it's really tough. I think both of them are going to decline or get matched for sure. So next day, as the Hornets match that price with Devontae Graham. And we don't, what? Did we get OG? I think we got OG. Oh, let's go. We'll bring in JJ Barea. He might regress. But I really want to get Kendrick Nunn, as he's about to accept an offer from the Pistons. Just as I was saying this guy's name. 3 years, 23 mil or 20 mil. That's exactly what Monte Morris's contract was. That's kind of tough. I shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't. But I think that's all we have to do, man. If anything, we'll trade him at the trade deadline, but we're going to match that deal because we need a point guard, bro. I think JJ is going to regress for sure. So take a look at our team heading into year number 2 of the rebuild. We got Freddie VanVleet, Donovan Mitchell, and Brandon Ingram, the same 3 at the top there. We're going to start OG at the power forward, which is an interesting choice. I kind of left this up to my coach. But we're going to start him at the 4. And we have Rudy Gobert, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Kendrick Nunn, Bojan Bogdanovic. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue twisters, bro. Mia Oni, who's a young guy that we brought from the G League from last year. And then Stanley Johnson. Okay, so at trade deadline here, we're not doing what I expected at all. We're 29-22. Currently, the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So we've definitely took a major drop off. There's a lot of people I want to get rid of, so we're going to get right into that real quick. So the first trade here at trade deadline, we're going to go ahead and throw in Bojan Bogdanovic, Roku, our rookie that we drafted 2 years ago, and a first-round pick in 2026 for Bruno Fernando and Willy Hernangomez. Now, this brings in 2 big men for us on pretty cheap contracts, and they're also pretty young. Bruno's only 23. I'm averaging 4 and 4. I'm not really expecting much right now, but maybe he might turn into something in our system. And then, of course, Willy Hernangomez, who's a bit older, but he is doing solid with 7 points a game and 7 rebounds. So that's our first trade here on the docket. As Charlotte, thank you for doing business with us. And then after that trade, we're going to go ahead and move on to Kendrick Nunn, who we're going to use him in the first-round pick to bring in Alfred Payton and Cheat Diallo. Now, this is more just a salary cap kind of management sort of trade. Kendrick Nunn, like I was saying earlier, really solid. 13 points a game. He's playing pretty damn good off the bench. But that 3-year contract is not what I wanted on the squad. It's not bad, but he's just not that kind of player for me to be paying him that kind of money. So we're going to bring in Alfred Payton on a 1-year deal, so at least we'll have some cap space heading into this year's free agency. And maybe he might fit our defensive playbook as well when it comes to the Utah Jazz. And we also get Cheat Diallo, who's a young guy, 25 years old, hasn't played a minute yet, but could potentially turn into something. Alright, so after all those trades here at trade deadline, hopefully that's enough to bring us back to contendership, because our bench was looking pretty weak, so this really helped us out a lot. So we're going to have Freddie, Donovan, and Brandon, of course. Then we're going to start Bruno Fernando, who, once I moved to a power forward, went from a 79 to an 84 or an 82. So he's going to definitely, hopefully, turn into something there. Rudy Gobert, OG is going to stay on the squad. Bogdan Bogdanovic, Alfred Payton, who's going to come off the bench. Willy Hernangomez, Makur Maker, who's actually developing. And yeah, that's going to be it. Alright, so here at the end of the year, Giannis is your MVP once again. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year in Charlotte. Then we got DeMarcus Cousins, who's actually in Philly right now, 6th Man of the Year, making a comeback on his career. AD Defensive Player, Ja Morant with Most Improved, and then Brett Brown with Coach of the Year. So now for the 3rd straight year, Rudy Gobert is on the All-Defensive First Team, and he is a 90 overall officially. Let's see how he did this season. He averaged 12 points a game, 14 rebounds, and yeah, it's very consistent, Rudy. I'm really appreciating it, and I think that's a career high for rebounds per game for him. Yeah, it is. So as usual, before we get into the playoffs, let's see how we did as a team in total. Donovan Mitchell and Brandon Ingram both leading the way in scoring. Mitchell with 25 points a game. Still did not bring those playmaking assists up, but it is what it is. He's still doing one thing very, very good, and that's scoring. And of course, Brandon Ingram, 22 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. So good job from both of these guys leading the way. I just don't know if they're enough to, make us a playoff contender yet. So this season we are the 3rd seed, and the last time we were a 3rd seed, we actually made the conference finals. So we are facing the Dallas Mavericks here in round number 1. They have Dennis Schroeder, Luka Doncic, Otto Porter, added Maxi Kleber, or Kleber. I said Max Kleber's big. I'm sorry. Kristaps Porzingis, who was the former Most Improved Player of the Year. And yeah, Dallas is definitely a scary team because I know how Luka is in the sim, and it's really, I haven't done a Western Conference rebuild in a minute, so my god, I almost just broke my phone. Let's get into the sim. Let's hopefully repeat what we did last time with the third seed as we go up 2-0. I'm not gonna speak as no. Finish it. There we go. We beat the Dallas Mavericks here in round 1, heading on to face the 2-seeded Phoenix Suns, who have Markelle Fultz. Wow. Came over in free agency. They got Devin Booker, of course, Mikal Bridges, Larry Nance, which is interesting. DeAndre Ayton, Tyrese Halliburton, who they drafted in 2020. And yeah, they're not like that crazy. DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker are definitely a great 1-2 punch. I don't think that's enough to beat this team, but they were a 2 seed for a reason, as I spoke way too early. 2-2, 3-2, please guys. Game 7, oh my god. Couldn't get it done, man. It's really a big piss off. Oh, at least made them go to the finals, as the Suns are in the finals facing the Bucks, and they sweep the... What's going on with this game? Somebody tell me, they just swept Giannis with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, bro. I guess Fultz is turning into a #1 pick. That's wild. So if you guys forgot, man, I traded Joe Ingles for a Atlanta first-round pick, top 10 protected, and it's looking like we may get this top 11 pick, hopefully, as long as they don't go over the top 10. As they don't, they fall to 12, so that's officially our pick. Now we can make some moves with a lottery pick this season. Alright, so this is the year that we lost Quinn Snyder, so unfortunately we do not have a head coach at the moment, and both Nick Nurse and Jacob Underwood both rejected our deals. So the pickings are slim right now for a head coach. I don't know if I want to give him a long-term deal. Actually, we're gonna make this guy our head coach, and then go ahead and get an assistant coach on top of that. So we got a randomly generated player as our head coach now. At least he's balanced, so maybe that might not mess with the chemistry too much. All right, so here at draft day, we do have this 12th pick from the Atlanta Hawks. Like I said before, we're gonna make a move here for Malik Monk, just because I don't see anyone, I don't really see the need to draft anyone with this squad, because we still are pretty much a lock when it comes to the playoffs every year. So bringing in Malik Monk may help our shooting guard position, and this may affect Bogdanovich coming back, but I don't know. Malik Monk and him are kind of in the same tier when it comes to shooting guards, so we'll bring in Malik Monk here at the draft night, and hopefully that was the right choice. So here are pending options, man. I completely forgot, but we gave Freddie VanVleet a player option here in year number 3 of his contract, and he definitely schemed us because he's regressing slowly but surely. But yeah, I'm still okay with it. He's still an 83 overall point guard starting for us. And then Makur Maker, for sure, we're going to bring him back on his rookie deal. He's developing into something really nice, and he's a 7-footer, so we'll take that. And then at qualifying offers, we're going to bring back, hopefully, Bruno Fernando and Mia. I don't know how to say this guy's name. So, Mia Oni. We're going to try to bring both of these guys back. They're both 2 young players that are definitely critical to our team, so it's going to be a big free agency. And then day 2 here, we went ahead and picked up Daniel Theus. Now we could have got Chris Boucher, but he was asking for a ton of money. So we're going to hopefully get these 2 guys, backup point guard, backup center, and then let's see what happens with Bruno Fernando and Mia. Alright, so, like a fool, I went ahead and did all those deals to bring in Ricky Rubio. But I've completely forgot we would have to waive a lot of guys, so we did end up waiving Bruno Fernando and Mia, like I was saying. I wanted to bring those guys back, so I don't know what I was thinking there. So now we're back with Robert Covington, who's surprisingly still on the board. We're gonna offer him a 3-year deal for 27 mil. Is gonna sign with us, so I think that's it for free agency. Alright, so heading into year number 3, this is gonna be our lineup now. I completely forgot Ricky Rubio used to play for the Jazz, so Rubio's gonna start for us at point this season. And we have Donovan Mitchell, Brandon Ingram, Robert Covington's gonna start for us as well at the 4. Rudy Gobert, OG off the bench, Daniel Theus, Freddie VanVleet, Malik Monk, and Makur Maker. So we have a really gritty, grindy type of team, which hopefully is enough to, bring us to a finals for once. Because I really I think we're gonna contend this season. So hopefully under the new head coach of Trent Peterson, we can get that done. So So I know this is pretty early. We're only 10-3 starting off the season, but I've got this trade from the Clippers, and they want Malik Monk for Terrence Davis. Now this is just a straight up trade. I will be paying more for Terrence Davis, but I mean Malik Monk I think is the only guy that's not that like gritty dog type player like Terrence Davis is. He can shoot the three just like Malik Monk, maybe not as good, but I know he's a grindhouse. We'll bring him back and he can reunite with OG Anunoby. So this is just a quick little trade, just for the sake of chemistry. Here at the end of the season, for the third time in a row, Giannis is your MVP, averaging 30 and 14. Then we got Emily Bates in Chicago for Rookie of the Year. Jalen Johnson, 6th Man of the Year in Cleveland. Giannis with Defensive Player. James Wiseman, Most Improved in Detroit. And John Byland with Coach of the Year for... I don't know what team he's the coach. I did not see this coming at all, but Brandon Ingram, all NBA 3rd team, bro. At 25, which is, I mean, it took him a minute to, you know, finally come into his own. I remember when the Lakers drafted this guy back in 2016, but he ended the season with 28 points a game, 5 rebounds and 3 assists, so he is balling out of his mind. I think that's a career high in scoring for him. Brandon Ingram has finally made it. And then, of course, no surprise here, Rudy Gobert again with the Defensive Player, all defensive first team here. That's going down in just a little bit, but he's still averaging 2.3 blocks a game, so I have no complaints. So we already know that Brandon Ingram was balling out, but Donovan Mitchell still doing his thing. 25 points a game, assist number still low, but he's just a scorer, bro. That's what he does. So we're finally a #1 seed heading into the playoffs here. We're facing Dallas, who we beat, I think, 2 years ago. Let's see what they have, man. They have Dennis Schroeder, 99 Doncic, Admiral, Schofield, Maxi Kleber, and then Kristaps. So this team hasn't really changed much. I don't know if the 99 of Doncic will be enough, because we do have Donovan Mitchell locking him up. So let's see what happens here. Round 1, there's no way we lose, man. I'm gonna talk my shit because I'm okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I take it back. I'm sorry. No. Okay, 2-2. We are facing a great team in Dallas, and they're about to lose. Thank you, bro. Did you guys see how I was talking my crap and they just started to win? We barely get out of that, winning in game 7. Now we're going on to face the Memphis Grizzlies, the #4 seed. These guys have Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, Kate. What? Bro. I've never seen KD go to Memphis. He's averaging 31 in the playoffs, bro. I can't even tell you who's gonna guard him, to be honest, off the top. Like, Brandon Ingram's not a defensive player. I may have to put OG out there. Wow. We're gonna simulate, see what happens here. 1-0, 2-0. We win our home games. Oh, okay. Why not? So now we're facing the New Orleans Pelicans with Zion Williamson, Ingram's former team. They got Trey Jones, Terrence Clark, Patrick Baldwin, and Zion Williamson. So a bunch of young names I don't even really know about. Mo Bamba's here as their center. They have Lonzo off the bench, Anthony Edwards. Bro, usually Anthony Edwards is an 80, like a 90 by now. I'm surprised he's an 84. But yeah, this is just a collection of young talent, bro. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if Zion is gonna be enough. But we go up 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, game 7. Oh my gosh. The Pelicans upset us, bro. Oh my god, and they're gonna lose to Detroit, aren't they? Bro, we lost to... How was James Wiseman this good? I can't believe we lost to the Pelicans, man. We got 1 more year left in this. I cannot go back-to-back L's on these rebuilds, bro. So let's end to our last year. Hopefully we win a chip this time. Ooh, so heading into pending options. That's, I mean, I hope this isn't a bad time, but Ingram declines his player option. I don't know if he wants the Supermax or something, but we'll do whatever it takes, man. I feel like my work is finished in Utah, or isn't finished. Never mind. So we may get him back. He just wants that Supermax. Of course, we're gonna bring back Makir Maker. You know, still on his rookie deal, so we'll take that. I just want to get through the moratorium and sign Ingram, bro. That's my main goal. So let's get this done, and then we'll have to tweak the lineup just a bit. So we do sign him to our 5-year deal. Welcome back, Mr. Ingram. I hope the money is enough. All right, so the only two moves we're going to make here is we're going to bring in Walter Lemon here as our backup point guard because we do not have a backup point. And then John Conchair, we're going to bring him in as well for a 3-year deal just because, you know, he might be able to even play the 3. But we had Clarkson on our mind, but he wants 30 mil over 3 years. So these are a bit of a more, you know, better price for us at this point. So we're going to bring these two guys in, and I think that's going to be it for free agency. Alright, so heading into our final year of the rebuild, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to start Terrence Davis at point guard this season. Then we're going to have Donovan Mitchell, Brandon Ingram, same 4 here with Covington and Rudy Gobert. Then we'll have OG off the bench as our 6th man, Daniel Theus, John Conchair, our newly added shooting guard. And then we're going to have Ricky Rubio and Makura Maker. So I really think this team is still contending. We've been contending from the jump. We just got to get past the damn Western Conference Finals. So I will see you guys at trade deadline. So here at trade deadline, we're currently 32-19, the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. Right now the Pelicans are absolutely going off. So that young core is definitely something to be scared of heading into the playoffs this year. But we got a couple things we want to do for this team. Number 1, Mr. Donovan Mitchell, I think it's time we resign you to a little deal here. We're going to give him a 3-year deal with 115 mil. So welcome back, even though, you know, you weren't going anywhere. You weren't going anywhere, Spider. And then I think it's time we also make one more move here. Now, looking at the roster, we're going to start Makura Maker here at the power forward position. So he is a lot younger than Mr. Robert Covington. And Robert Covington is getting paid a good amount of money. I think he's 9 mil a year for a 33-year-old. I think it's time we move this guy. So we're going to go ahead and trade him. And maybe we'll throw in our 28th pick that we got last year, Jaden Bradley. Didn't even show him because it was a late round draft pick. But he is a young guy. So let's see what we can get for Rocco and our young prospect here. Alright, so we found a trade here with Washington. We're going to trade Rocco, Jaden Bradley, and a 1st round pick in 2025 for Ivan Rabb and Usman Garuba. Now, Ivan Rabb, let's see how he's doing. Pretty cheap. Well, not pretty cheap, but he's a little cheaper than Robert Covington. Averaging 7 and 5. And I'm not really sure. I don't really know much about Ivan Rabb. I can't even lie to you guys. But we're going to do this trade regardless. Usman, 21-year-old. So we're trading youth for youth, and we're getting better talent at our power forward position. Not by much, but it's kind of just, you know, just to switch things up a bit. So we're gonna do this trade. Welcome Ivan Rabb. Now that we did that trade, like I said, we're still gonna keep Makura starting for us at power forward position. And now we have Ivan Rabb coming off the bench. So our bench is looking really good. And we still have some. Oh man, I should maybe try to move these guys. I don't want to mess up the chemistry, but I think the bench is looking a lot better now. Let's move on, and hopefully this is our year to win the championship. So at the end of the season, we finally have a new MVP, and that's Cade Cunningham, 34 points a game with 8 assists, or 9 assists per game, bro. This is his 3rd year. How are you averaging 34 points a game? So wow, Brandon Ingram is just seeming to get better and better. He made all NBA 2nd team this year. Finally got that 29 mark, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Ingram is on his way, bro. So it's the last season with this team. Let's see how we did player stats wise, as these two are balling out of control. Oh my goodness. I don't care about the assists. I know Mitchell's just a pure scorer. 28 and 29 points per game. But we are a 3rd seed again this season, going up against Dallas. We already know. We beat these guys twice already. Same squad, Luka and Porzingis, so shouldn't be an issue. I'm not going to speak during this whole thing any negative thoughts, because every time I do... Okay, let me just be quiet. Let me be... Please! 2K! Oh my gosh. No way! Oh my gosh, bro. Ingram and Mitchell both averaging almost 30 points a game. It's not enough, apparently. Bro, why is Cleveland a 1 seed? Oh my goodness. The Knicks and the Pelicans. And I think this time the Pelicans are going to come out on top. Or the East is going to be the new dominant team, as they blew a 3-0 lead. Zion Williamson, GOAT status right there, bro, as they end up winning the championship here in Game 7. But that's going to be it for me, man. I tried again. That's 0 for 2 in the last 2 videos. 390s on this team. We have Donovan Mitchell, Ingram, and Gobert. The addition of Ingram was pretty good. He definitely starting to turn it on a bit right now. 2 All-NBA selections in the last 2 years. Donovan Mitchell, you know, he's just nothing but a scorer. And yeah, this is the rest of the roster here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did. Subscribe and hit that noti bell for more content, and follow me on Twitch to see me play other games over there. But I will see you guys in the next one.